the nation, DrPlaystationNation here, to talk to you guys over free-for-all and resistance, guys. This gameplay was given to me by a friend of mine, Trevor, or Anna1 Batman. You guys can go check him out in the description, or the link in the description, sorry. He doesn't really post any commentaries, but he's a pretty cool guy, so you can go message him saying, hey, super cool gameplay on DrPlaystationNation's channel, whatever. It's a 30-5 with the ACR. I know, guys, it's the ACR. Don't give him too much flack. He's new to this whole YouTube thing. You're not allowed to use guns that are actually remotely good. So, anyway, don't give him too much flack for that. But it was a pretty entertaining gameplay, and it was about the length that I needed. He did have a couple Moabs that he wanted to give me, but they were all too short. Like, once you get a Moab, I want to end the gameplay. And I also want the first Moab on this channel to be mine. So I'm working towards that. But anyway, getting past that, for today's topic, it's going to be a little bit of a controversial topic, guys. And I want to make this completely clear that I don't feel like I'm better than anybody that I'm going to be talking about. I want to make it completely clear that I do not want to offend any of you guys. I don't want to hurt any of your guys' self-esteem. I'm just simply stating my opinion on this topic. So anyway, let's kind of get started. So I'm going to kind of teach you guys the whole, or show you guys, or tell you guys about the entire genesis of this topic. So earlier today, I was playing with my niece, with my sister, and all that stuff. And for my sister, this is kind of important to the story. My sister is 26 years old. She had her daughter 2 years ago, and since the pregnancy, she gained a lot of weight. Like during the pregnancy, she gained a considerable amount of weight, and that's completely normal. It's completely normal when you're growing a human being inside of you to eat a little bit more and gain a little bit more weight. But after the pregnancy, she never lost the weight, and since then, her dietary habits have gotten really bad, and she's been gaining a lot more weight as of recent. So I began talking to her about this. I was like, you know, you really have to watch out about your health. Like, I'm really worried about your mortality. I'm really worried that you might get something like diabetes. You might, you know, you might get some sort of heart disease and all that stuff. Like, in my family, we have kidney problems run in my family, and that isn't something that's immediately affected by, you know, your weight, but it's something that she does have to look out for. And I was really worried, and throughout this entire conversation I was having with her, the only thing she really picked up from it was that I was calling her fat. So she instantly got mad at me, like any woman would do when you call her fat, and she began making excuses for herself. She began talking about how she really wanted to be more physically active, but she can't find the time because she has a full-time job and a kid to look after. And just to say, guys, she does have a husband, and they both work full-time, and they both watch the kid when the other isn't around and whatnot. So she's not like a single parent, right? She doesn't have like no time in order for herself. But she was telling me all these things, making all these excuses, thinking, oh, I really do eat healthy, but it just doesn't work, or I don't eat unhealthy and stuff like that, and all this weird stuff. And I was getting angry. Like, I was arguing with her, telling, no, because if you did eat healthy, and if indeed you did not have time, like, she works 40 hours a week, there's no way that she can't find an hour a day, that she can't find 20 minutes a day in order to exercise a little bit. There's no way that she can't figure out a way to eat a little bit less. Just put a little bit less food on your plate each day, and it's going to make a huge impact. There's no way that what she was telling me was true, and I was getting angry about it, that she's making these false statements, and it was angering me. So I began arguing with her, and then I soon realized that she's not going to listen to me. So I want to talk to you guys about this. I want to see your guys' opinions on this. Like, I'm going to try and work on her. I'm going to try and get her to see my side of the story and stop making excuses for herself. And I want to see what your guys' opinion on this. Am I in the wrong here? Am I wrong about this whole overweight thing? Because from my point of view, okay, and I know I'm going to anger a lot of people here. This is why I stated that kind of asterisk at the beginning. I feel no sympathy for people who are overweight. Most of the people in my family are overweight, and I really do not feel sympathy for them. I don't feel sorry for you for being overweight. I'm so sorry you ate too many cupcakes. Like, that doesn't sound right. No, it's your fault for being overweight. Overweight is not a disease, to me at least, my perspective. Overweight is not being overweight is not a disease. It's not a sickness. It's not something that you need support to solve. Like, sure, the mental problems that come from being overweight, like your self motivation and whatnot, that gets detrimented, that's something that needs help. But really, you guys should be able to, like, if you're overweight out there, don't make excuses for yourself of why you can't lose weight or why you can't exercise more. Don't make excuses like my sister's doing. Do it. For me, my entire family has low metabolism, which is why my sister is struggling with becoming more physically active, and I understand that. But the problem with me, I was overweight when I was going through the last years of elementary school, when I was going to the beginning years of high school. And I realized that, you know what, I'm like 30 pounds heavier than all of my friends. I need to fix this. So I began cutting down what I ate. And because my metabolism is slow, I'm not talking like, oh, it's a little bit slower than yours. My family's metabolism is way slower than yours. Like, I eat 1 to 2 meals per day. 1 to 2 meals per day. And I don't lose weight at 1 to 2 meals per day. It's much slower than any of your guys's. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, people always think like I'm really unhealthy because I don't eat lunch most days, and some days I don't even eat breakfast. But the fact of the matter is, I can't eat any more than that. My body cannot process it, and if I eat any more than that, it turns into fat. Like, the simple fact is, I'm not actually hungry when I don't eat these meals because my body's still digesting the stuff from the previous day. Like, that's just how it works. So, for those of you, just to explain metabolism, it's just the rate at which your body digests the food in your stomach, and uses the energy and whatnot. So, I can't eat that much, and because of that, I have to do a lot of extra stuff that you guys don't have to deal with. I have to take a lot of extra vitamins because I can't eat enough food to get me the vitamins the natural way. I need to eat vitamins on the side. I need to make sure that I take these vitamins constantly or else I stop feeling as good. And when you don't feel as good, you know, you want to eat a little bit more. So I have those cravings when I don't take these vitamins because my body wants these, wants the vitamins and wants all these nutrients. So I start eating more, and then I gain a lot more weight, and then I feel worse about myself, and then I eat more and gain more weight, and it's a vicious circle. But what I'm trying to get out of this is I want to see your guys' opinions on this. So you guys know where I stand. I feel no sympathy for somebody who's overweight. I do feel sympathy for those people who have to deal with child obesity because their parents taught them bad eating habits and whatnot, and I do feel bad for those people. If you grew up and your parents were just terrible and they gave you fast food all the time or whatever, I do feel bad. I really feel like you were given the short end of the stick, and I feel like I do feel sorry for you because you have to deal with that. You have to overcome your parents now. You have to overcome, because your parents were lazy and they didn't want to cook for you, or they made mistakes or whatever, and they eat poorly. They're making you eat poorly, and I do feel bad about that. But you guys now need to overcome that. And as for people who just randomly eat bad in their life and just don't have any remorse for it, I feel no sympathy. So I don't know how you guys feel. How do you guys feel about obesity and being overweight? Do you guys feel like it's a disease? Feel free to say whatever you guys want in the comments. I will not judge you. I will not make fun of your opinions because of the way I feel. Hopefully you guys won't make fun of my opinions, but or be angry or anything, because I really don't want to make you guys sad or make fun of you guys. But anyway, please comment below. Tell me what you guys think about this whole situation I'm in right now. Tell me what you guys think about like obesity in general and whatnot, and how you feel about people making excuses like my sister was. So anyway, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. It's a 30 and 5. Remember, guys, to leave a rating if you guys did enjoy it. Remember, guys, to subscribe to join the nation if you already haven't. Anyway, guys, I'm the doctor, and I'm out. Peace.